Pinpoint weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back to NBC5. I want to start out by taking a moment to acknowledge our gold medal pets. Here are our entries for today. We have Sapphire and Gemma doing what looks like synchronized swimming, Gracie May and Gunner. Thank you so much for these entries. We will pick a winner this evening on NBC5 News 5 and 6 p.m. for that $200 gift card to Southern Oregon Subaru. Now taking a look at our weather headlines, we can see a cold front moving in today. That's going to bring us slightly cooler temperatures, more cloud cover, and of course we're still dealing with smoke and haze. Now the smoke and haze does kind of act like cloud cover and cools us down by a couple degrees, so we can expect overall slightly cooler temperatures today, a slight chance of rain on the coastline as well, but the majority of us staying nice and dry. The middle of the week is when we start to see things heat back up again and get a rise in those temperatures getting into the high 90s. As you can see from the pinpoint forecast, most of us are pretty dry, just a few storm cells out on the coast today and tomorrow. Slightly moving into the east, so we can't rule out a sprinkle or two, but it's highly unlikely. Mostly just going to be concentrated to the coastline. As we can see, smoke, it is very concentrated east of the Cascades. Now that smoke settles in the west valleys in the morning, so that's why if you're waking up this morning, you can kind of notice those hazy conditions. But as the day goes on, the wind is going to continue pushing that more and more east. And just another graphic, as you can see here, how more dense it is east of the Cascades, west valleys thinning out a little bit in terms of smoke. Getting into our highs of today on the coastline in the 60s, cloud cover, fog, and that slight chance of showers today. Overnight, cloudy, patchy fog, and lows in the 50s. Going to the west valleys now, we can see partly cloudy today, hazy, but we're still warm. Those highs in the 80s and 90s. Overnights mostly in the 50s and 60s, partly cloudy and breezy. East of the Cascades, bit of the same conditions, sunny, hazy, and breezy, with highs in the 80s and lows in the 50s, partly cloudy and cool this evening. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast now, we can see hazy and cloudy conditions for the next couple of weeks. We do have a little bit of dip in temperatures for the next couple days and then a rise in those temperatures midweek. By Friday, we're already at 101, so that high pressure returns to our area, keeping us nice and warm. By the weekend, overnights in the 60s. Over in Klamath Falls, same thing. You can see the next couple of days, pretty cool. And then as we get later in the week, that's where that warm up starts to begin. Off and on breezy conditions as well, with overnights in the 50s. Over in Northern California, breezy today and by the start of next week, but overall pretty calm conditions, mostly sunny skies, and then 100s by the weekend. Nice and hot for them. Over on the coastline, 60s, pretty average for this time of year for the coastline. A slight chance of showers today and tomorrow. Off and on breezy conditions, but overall expect more cloud cover and just overall more fog as well, with highs in the 60s and overnights in the 50s.